In this class, we are going to look at the basic rules of double entry. The basic rules of double entry is now trying to explain the rules an accountant has to follow in order to record transactions in financial statement. And the rules is every transaction is recorded twice. The first thing that you have to know, you have to record your transaction twice in your books. And that is the first rule, because they said every transaction is recorded twice, as debit entry in one account as a credit entry in another account. So you must have a debit and credit. That is the two accounts. The total debit entries and total credit entries must always be equal to maintain accounting equations. So the credit you have and the debit you have must be the same figure. That is where you will now maintain your accounting equation. And so the debit entries are made on the left hand side of the book, while the credits are on the right hand side. Let's look at what the typical how T account looks like. Say this is an account. So this is the credit, this is the debit. So now what this is saying is every transaction, let's say account, this is the second account, is credit, is debit. So whatever you posted into this debit, you must post it in another account as credit. That is what I'm trying to explain, that every credit entry must have a corresponding debit entry. That is what I'm trying to explain here. So let's look at this example. I have a simple example here that we can look at. Let's say a purchase invoice is received for electricity charges. Say electricity charges, which is 2,300 naira. So how are we going to post this into our books? That is the first thing that you are going to look at it. You receive invoice for the electricity. So now I said every credit entry must have a debit entry, a debit entry. So first of all, we have to now have electricity expense account. This is our credit, this is our debit. Then we must have a other account. Let's say we have payable account. This is credit, this is debit. So now expense account has what? Has debit balance. So we will now say trade payable, or whatever it is, trade payable account 2,300. Then we now, what do we consume is electricity. Which is 2,300. So this is a typical basic accounting entries, that every credit entry must have a debit entry. So this is what I mean. Thank you.